Right now, a massive wildfire ravaging Northern California. 27,000 residents have evacuated and thousands more left without any power. Meanwhile, near Los Angeles, crews are trying to contain two separate fires. The entire city of Malibu was ordered to evacuate earlier this morning.
One of the reasons is because of the PCA. It gets to be a choke point, especially in emergency situations. So
tonight, Santa Ana winds back with a vengeance, giving the Woolsey fire more strength, spreading flames across Southern California. Attacks from the air and on the ground. Fatigued firefighters are working around the clock.
Lived here for the past close to 4 years, caretaking this place, and this was kind of like a sanctuary for the horses that I didn't ride. I'm a horse trainer. This was my home and my place to have horses as well, other than my training facility down on the beach side of Malibu. But now it's gone. It was supposed to be temporary. We were supposed to be here just for a little bit, but it became a home. And like I said, you know, being a horse trainer and having a place to put horses that are laid up or, you know, can't be ridden for a certain time, or, you know, just in general, this was such a like sanctuary and home. It's very peaceful here. And now that it's all gone, it's quite difficult to comprehend everything. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just stuff. But it is, you know, like, I'm not the only one at this boat right now, but there's, you know, you just start thinking, where do you go? What do you do? How do you clean up this mess? The biggest issue that we have right now, there are a lot of horses here, and I know a lot of places have burned down. There's a ranch next door that burned down. These horses, I honestly don't know what people are gonna do. But I guess you just have to take it one day at a time and be thankful for what you still have.
Hi, buddy. Come here, Carrot. Come here, Carrot. Come here.
Hi, Archie. There you go. This is Archie. He's 13 years old and he's a fire survivor. Very dirty.
Good boy. I know. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. Hey, Bubba. I know.
The thing that scares me the most as a horse person is fire, because it moves very quickly, and you can't cajole it, you can't manipulate it, you can't beg it to stop. None of that works. We took our horses to a place called Hanson Dam Equine in Pacoima. I couldn't get back until midnight, and my horse had already been moved, and he needed bedding. My horse has some injuries with his legs. There was this guy who gave us bedding, because we got there, we didn't bring bedding, and he's just giving us bedding. And then the next day, I went up to introduce myself to say, hey, you loaned us bedding, just want to pay you back, you know, how much did you give us? We have some more here. And returned his bedding, and I was like, so what happened? And he had 12 horses, and he lost his whole barn. He got all of his horses out. He lost everything, and he was giving us bedding. It was just like, there was just something so incredible. That's how people are showing up for each other right now. And not asking questions, not judging, just giving. Someone that had nothing to give was giving. And I think we have a lot of reasons to be cynical about the world right now. And this last couple of days, as scary as it's been, has given me a hope in my heart that I haven't had in a while. If you can donate, even if it's your time, to some people that lost everything, that would be awesome. I also think it's really important that people remember that donating doesn't only have to be money. I think when people hear donate, they're like, it's money, and it's true, it is, but I think now donating is evolving into sharing. You can retweet something, you can regram something. Even if you have 50 followers, maybe one of your followers is in a position where they can donate. So I keep just trying to get the message out to people. Just retweet this. It doesn't have to be mine, it doesn't have to be anyone I know. It's just, if someone needs help, regram it, repost it, and maybe that way they can get some of the donations they need.
I rescued her 3 years ago now from Blue Apple Ranch in San Diego. Hey. She loves the camera, as you can tell, just like her mother. Oh, you want to show them this? Yeah, you want to jump? You want to jump? Well, I first heard about the fires when I had friends who were evacuating, and they had horses that they were getting out, so it was terrifying for them. I was calling, seeing if there was any way I could help, and then about an hour later, we got the call that our horses needed to evacuate. It was basically like, flight or flight. Thank God for social media. I put out a tweet and an Instagram, and within 5 minutes, I had random phone numbers calling me with trailers. A girlfriend was sitting next to me on the couch as I was getting these calls, and she was like, I've never seen a community come together the way these horse people came together to help you. It was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen at Hansen Dam. It was like, our horses are another limb, and we're all gonna come together, and everybody's gonna be okay, but we still have a lot of work to do. And people have been so helpful already. I just hope that help continues once sort of the media coverage and everything dies down.